Hello everybody and welcome back. As always, I am Mateo311 and this is your one channel for everything VR related. Today, we're going to quickly recap all those amazing announcements from Facebook Connect. I actually live streamed the whole event with my buddy Steve Knows. Go check him out, his channel is absolutely amazing. But let's not waste any more time and jump right into this. So I'm going to break down the whole keynote chronologically, but first I have to say this entire thing is a massive power play by Facebook. There's a lot to be excited for, but I'm also really concerned about the direction the industry is moving in. Facebook needs a competitor and they need it now, and we need some laws put in place for data protection. That being said, let's jump into the keynote. So Facebook Connect started off with Zuckerberg himself. Spent about 10 minutes discussing some products that they're currently working on. A lot of focus is around AR and Project Aria. They discuss Aria in greater depth later in the conference, but we saw some examples of using Instagram-like filters in real time and potential commercial applications, like adding furniture to your room to see how it might look. Immediately after this, without wasting much time, Mark Zuckerberg jumped right into the Quest 2, basically confirming every single leak we've heard in the past. The Quest 2 is smaller, 80 grams lighter, has 6 gigabytes of RAM, new, more ergonomical controllers, near 2K per eye resolution, with 50% more pixels than the Oculus Quest. They now have official Oculus Quest 2 accessories. It features that new, amazingly fast Qualcomm XR2 chip. It features a single LCD panel, and the price is indeed $299 for the 64GB model and $399 for the 256GB model. Now, we were left with some unanswered questions, but luckily our favorite YouTubers have already covered the Quest 2. The LCD panel is 90Hz. It does have an IPD adjustment, but there are only 3 positions. These positions are basically 58mm, 63, and 68. You can pre-order the Oculus Quest right now, and it will be available for sale on October 13th. The conference then jumped back to AR, featuring their Project Aria. I've affectionately renamed it Project Oversight because there is a huge emphasis on your AR glasses not only reacting to the environment around you, but actually being proactive. It's amazing to see things around you amplified, being given additional information, reminders not to cross the street against the red light. But if this conference was a drinking game and you had to take a shot every time they said the word data, you would not make it through the conference. So after expressing all the amazing things they will eventually be able to do with AR, they jumped into the privacy concerns. It's hard to listen to Facebook talk about all the ways they'll protect our data and things will not be misused, and I walked away thinking they were just blowing some smoke up my butt, but they promised us that we can judge them on their actions and not their words. We'll just have to wait and see about that. So then the conference moved into the next most exciting topic, which was upcoming content and games. Ubisoft announced that they are working on Splinter Cell and Assassin's Creed in VR. Those projects are pretty far out though. We got to see a little bit more of Tales from the Galaxy's Edge. That game will be available this holiday season, and it's actually looking pretty amazing. We got a new trailer for Population 1. It's listed as coming soon with no official release date, but I have to say guys, this game is as good as it looks, but that's all I can say. We also found that the leaked box art for the Oculus Quest is real, and the games listed on the back are also real. The Climb 2 is coming, and it looks better than ever. We got a preview for Jurassic World Aftermath, which takes on that amazing cel shading graphics and has you running away from raptors. There was an unexpected Warhammer 40K title, which is the Battle Sisters. I'm a huge fan of Warhammer 40K. You guys will see coverage of this from me as soon as possible. They're making a VR version of the classical puzzle title Myst. They briefly mentioned Sniper Elite VR and Pistol Whip 2089, which is a more futuristic version of the current game. The Walking Dead Saints and Sinners is coming soon. We have some Japanese anime titles incoming, and we got the official release date for Medal of Honor Above and Beyond. It's coming out December 11th, and it's not just launching on Oculus, you can pick it up on Steam at the same date. The conference then shifted focus to Oculus for Business. These were multiple ways they plan to enhance remote work and VR conferencing. We then got a look at all the future technologies they are currently working on. We got an example of a wrist-worn electrical pulse interface, a device that can non-invasively track your hand. Seeing it in use on a disabled person was actually quite inspiring. There was also a discussion on how they want to use AR technologies to create superhuman hearing. There was a crowded bar example used in which you were able to hear everyone at your table with a specific beam-focused technology. AR glasses developers would be able to understand the intended speaker and block out other background noise. They also want to use AR technology to bring virtual objects into the real world for you, items such as books or virtual whiteboards, and they discuss the technologies around getting AR to understand the world around you. A major focus for the future of AR is a low-friction interface. Rather than a traditional GUI, the goal is to make an interface that can react to your intentions rather than fully specific motions. Basically, just thinking about swiping left and slightly moving your hand is enough to trigger the AR system. Overall, this was really impressive future technology. Again though, we have those privacy concerns because the overall amount of data collection is just staggering. Then Facebook returned to some of those previously mentioned games. We got some additional trailers, and the keynote shifted to tools for developers. Now this was approaching 3 hours in, and while I find the technology extremely impressive, I don't believe the general user will be interested in updates to things like dynamic foveated rendering. They just want to know these tools are there and their games will get better. One specific mention did catch my attention though, and that was they are going to give developers the option to have subscription services for their application. The Supernatural Fitness application is already a subscription-based game, and we do have some upcoming VR MMOs, so I understand the need for subscription services. I just hope we don't end up with a world of excessive microtransactions. And this eventually moved into programs that are helping developers get their games launched. There is the Oculus Launchpad and the Oculus Start community, and overall it basically just shows that Facebook is trying to help developers in this ecosystem. Overall, I love so many aspects of this, but I feel like Facebook is just concentrating way too much power in this industry, and if a competitor doesn't pop up soon, they're gonna own the whole thing and be able to dictate the terms. Okay everybody, that was my quick recap of the Facebook Connect keynote. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, go ahead and give it a thumbs up. If you're new here, consider subscribing and dinging that bell. And one more big thank you to Steve Knows for letting me join his channel during his live stream. You sir are a legend. Good day.